Hey, this is Livvia. I just had an interview at the Zach Sang Show, and we talked about my music, economics, because I was an econ major, so we went on a long tangent, Harry Potter, the fact that I'm a huge Jonas Brothers fan, and much more.
Let's do this. Zach Sang Show.
Beautiful humans, I am here. Dan's here.
Hello.
And we go by Livvia now?
Yes, I do.
No Olivia Summerlin.
No, well, I mean, that's who I am, so that's my name. But, Livvia, I was working with a new group of people, and it just sort of, we thought I should have a new name, kind of rebranding thing, and it's my two nicknames, Liv and Via. Kind of put them together and make it all caps, make it look like Roman numerals, and call it a day.
Livvia is here.
All right.
Yeah, long story short.
Yeah.
Short story long.
Turn her mic down just a tiny, tiny smidge. But it's an honor to have you here. You were hanging out with us in New York. We hung out briefly at the Granny Radio Room. But the first time we met was years ago when you had Parachute out.
Mm-hmm, that's right.
So, difference between Olivia Summerlin releasing Parachute and the Livvia who sits here today.
Mm-hmm. Well, same person, but I think I'm always going to be hopefully evolving my sound, and as I work with different writers and producers and just different people in general, hopefully evolving for the better. So I think what happened was I was touring under the name Olivia Summerlin. I was releasing music under the name Olivia Summerlin, and then I took a little bit of a break from that and really took a fair amount of time to.
You lived?
Yeah, no, actually, that's not what I'm saying. I took a break from touring so that I could go back into the studio and just create a whole nother sound. And also I was in college. I just graduated last year from UC Berkeley. So that was a bit of the hiatus from actually being like out there and touring and performing. So in that time, like I said, I worked with new people and the sound sort of changed a bit. I think just to sort of create that departure and really start not completely fresh, but just to have something a little different, we just thought a name change might be fun to switch it up.
What is this new sound representative of? Like, what does it represent in your life?
Well, for me, my motivation is always to have an empowering message out there, and whether a song starts out like as a sad concept, I want there to always be some sort of positive or uplifting thread, because that's my goal, is to empower people in general. So I think with this new style of music, it's almost achieving that goal a little bit better, and I'm sort of taking that more to heart in terms of what the music is like, and not just that's my message. So I think as my entire persona now is really taking ownership of that, whereas in the past I was younger and I just was really starting out, and I think I had that intention, but I don't think it was coming through as much as it should have been.
So what was that moment where you realized, you know what? My message, my focus should be empowerment.
Well, like I say, I always had that in mind, but I think I just sort of realized that as it was, I wasn't embodying that as much as I could be. And so it comes from being in this industry a long while and having different people sort of with their different ideas of what you should be.
It's hard.
Exactly. And so I think I just realized, I'm going to maybe take more ownership of what, my life. Like I said, finish school. I was an economics major, like really go for that and make that a part of my persona rather than something completely separate that I felt like was dragging it down. And I actually just really recently actually had the most amazing opportunity to perform on Wall Street at the New York Stock Exchange at this event called Girls Take Wall Street.
Full circle.
So yeah, it was amazing, and it was because of actually being upfront about like, this is me. I'm actually a student too, and putting more of my life in the focus as well.
People want genuine. Right?
Yeah.
People want real. Is that I don't want to say trend, because I feel like using the word trend to describe
something real,
honesty and purity and what is real, makes it almost fabricated in a certain way.
No, but I know what you mean.
But, I mean, have you seen more people choose to live their authentic selves?
I think so, definitely. I'm sure you guys have too. I know what you mean about the word trend, but it's true. I think maybe it's coming back into fashion now to be authentically yourself. I think maybe things were a bit more contrived in general in the world, and I think what's great is everything is so accepting now, and so it is a lot more about what makes you unique than what makes you fit in. So
you knew within yourself that empowerment was going to be your message. You wanted that to be like your motivation behind music, but executives, management, these people were holding you back?
No, I wouldn't say anybody was really holding me back per se. Like, I've been really lucky to always work with really amazing people. It was maybe more of just so many different ideas and me being really eager to please that it wasn't like it's anybody's fault, that if I wasn't genuine at a certain point. It was more just me sort of realizing, you know what, I have the ability to do what I want to do, and people will support that if I make a strong statement about it. So it wasn't like somebody being like, no, you can't be you, that's bad, be this, so much. It was maybe more just me being like super eager and super excited and knew that I wanted to please.
I totally get it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, it was not nobody's fault. It's more just how it is sometimes.
I remember when you were pushing Parachute and you were thrown into a lot of stuff. There was a lot of high-powered executives, a lot of fancy celebrities, a lot of cool people around you.
Yeah, well, because I wrote the song with Nick Jonas.
Yeah.
And who's amazing. I love their whole family. And I've always been the biggest Jonas fan. So the fact that they're back right now is like making my life. Like, I just walk around like singing their songs all the time. So it's great. But so writing with Nick was incredible. I mean, that was a dream come true. He's so talented.
But there was a lot of buzz and a lot of people around you, a lot of pushing and pulling and maybe in different creative directions. It's cool that you chose to go back. Did you take off of school for Parachute or did you just halt high school? What was that?
Yeah, so I graduated high school and sort of at the same time as I was going to be starting UC Berkeley, I also had the opportunity to start touring, and I was opening for bands at the time. And so it was that decision, like, okay, am I gonna go to school? Am I gonna do this one summer tour and then go to school, or do I pursue this more fully? And I just realized, okay, you know what? I talked to the school at the economics department at UC Berkeley, and they were really, really accepting of what I had going on, which is amazing. So I ended up doing a lot of my, as they call, breadth requirements. So like literature and science and everything that's like not economics. Yeah, everything that's not econ I kind of did remotely and submitted my work. And then I squeezed all my econ classes into 1 year. So that was last year. And so finally done.
Whoa.
So did your parents have to bribe the school to get you in?
Oh my gosh. I can't believe that. Like, that story has been insane. But no, luckily not. No, I actually had to take the SAT, unfortunately.
What'd you get?
Do you want to know, really?
Yeah.
2,200? Because it was back then it was 24 out of 24.
Wow. That's great.
Didn't they switch it to 1,600 now?
I think so.
Yeah, that's right. Because I have friends with like younger siblings.
Wow.
So you're a real smart cookie.
I try.
Well done.
Thank you.
Well,
I do have to say, though, I looked up your old interview. You were on our show June 30th, 2014, promoting Parachute.
Crazy. It's like forever ago.
Yeah.
Wow,
like
6 years ago.
Yeah, yeah.
June, you said?
June 30th, 2014, so 5 years ago.
Oh, 5 years. Yeah, I can't do math. You're the economic person.
It's so funny. It's such a different thing. Like, mental math, I'm still not good at. But
the little things you can't do?
The little things, no. Like, adding up tips at restaurants, that still stresses me out.
You refuse to look at numbers unless they're in the millions and trillions?
Right. As, anything financial. No,
only bring me 15 digits.
That's so funny. No, we're so spoiled. We have, like, calculators. We have Google. We don't need to know anything anymore.
Well, I mean, right now, our economy's in quite a different position, right?
Yes.
There's a lot going on in the world. You look at something like this cheating scandal, and a couple things come to light.
Crazy.
Obviously, people being able to finagle the college admissions process, but also the disparity of wealth between those at the top and those underneath. $500,000 being spent on 2 kids to get into college is an astronomical amount of money.
It's unbelievable.
There's families, mine being one of them, that might never even see that ever in their entire life. So, question. San Francisco is quite the hotbed. That is where you're from.
Yes, it is.
It's
just outside the city, but, technically.
Innovation comes out of the state of California.
Yes.
A lot of innovation comes out of San Francisco, Cupertino, Silicon Valley, whatever the heck. Andrew Yang is one of the people who's running out of that area. He's running for a universal basic income. You have studied economics. Universal basic income, giving everybody in the country $1,000. Mm-hmm. Can we do this?
I'm glad that you said can, too, because can versus should is always such an interesting distinction.
All the time.
I think, obviously, a should, yes. That seems like a no-brainer. And San Francisco especially, as it's becoming more of, like you said, a hotbed for that innovation. And Silicon Valley in general, the prices are rising so much. I mean, even around school at UC Berkeley, like the discrepancy between like the quality of these apartments and how much they can charge is insane. So I think just the fact that just the base level of the amount of money you need to live in the area now has changed so much that it's almost necessary to have that base universal income. So I think obviously that's something that we should do. At least to me, it's obvious. But it's a matter of allocating to the taxes to this, this new part of what we need to. I don't know.
I get it.
It's hard because you have to. The money has to come from somewhere else, and so it's just a matter of will people accept to do that? Will they choose to get behind it?
We got to tax the people who are creating technology that will take people's jobs away.
Right, and not even take their jobs away, but just increase the cost of living in a place where it historically wasn't that high. So
there's a lot of changes
it's a good
happening.
Question.
Hey, I'm so sorry to do this. Quick ad. A lot of people, by the way, come up to me and they're like, Zach, you look so uninterested when you do the ASU reads. I am interested. I'm very passionate about proper education, which ASU provides. I just got to read all this stuff, so I'm not looking at camera and I get distracted. So, I'm going to tell you something. If you're considering going back to school, ask yourself the following questions. Do you need flexibility to take classes on your schedule? Do you have college credits you need transferred? Do you want to earn a quality degree from a world-renowned university? If you answered yes to any of those questions, Arizona State University could be the perfect school for you. Arizona State University offers over 150 highly ranked degree programs. 100% online, you'll earn that same degree as you would on campus from wherever you are. It's really flexible. You can do it all on your schedule. Plus, ASU Online accepts most transfer credits. For more information, text Zach to 35517. Could put that right there. That is Zach to 35517. Learn for yourself why the Wall Street Journal ranks ASU 5th in the nation for producing the best qualified graduates, and why 87% of ASU grads are recruited within 90 days of graduation. See? I am passionate about this. This is real stuff here, guys. It's a great option when it comes to education and schooling. Learn to grow, learn to succeed, and learn to thrive at Arizona State University. To learn more about ASU online degree programs, you can text Zach to 35517. That is ZACH to 35517. Well, I don't know. It's very rare that I come in contact with an economic major. I don't know. What did you want to do with that degree?
Originally I thought maybe I would get a business degree. The music industry is a business. And so I want to get, my master's one day, get an MBA. But, so then I thought maybe I will start with an econ degree because it's a really great base to have for an MBA rather than getting a business degree and then getting an MBA as well. It's like maybe a little redundant. I know some people do it. If I had been in school and not doing music at the same time, I would have probably done a double major of like econ and history because I love history as well. But econ is just so great because it's, such a combination of arts and science, and it's analytical, but it's also a lot of papers, and I just love writing papers. Like, I'm so nerdy about that. Like, even now, I will help my friends like who are taking classes that I used to take, and I'll be like, oh my gosh, I'll send you my paper, I'll read yours, like let me proofread for you because I miss it. Did you say ew?
Yeah, that's my torture.
What?
No, but like one of my proudest moments is when they used one of my in-class essays as like the example essay. Like I still can't, that's like the height of excellence to me. I couldn't believe it.
What was the essay on?
It was about the European Union, like the steps that, God, I'm boring you.
No, okay. Are we talking Brexit in this essay?
No, actually, well, it's the sort of precursor to Brexit of all the reasons why the European Union came into being and the steps that it took, as a customs union, a single market, to the European Union having a single currency, and why the European Union is not necessarily well suited to being the single currency area, whereas like the U.S. and all our different states really are, for all these different reasons.
But I'm wondering, what is the biggest reason? Is it geographical?
Part of it is geographical. I'm trying to remember exactly. There's like three main reasons why we have the United States, we're way better suited to having a single currency. But I think one of the reasons was there's like different, I think it's called transfer factors, whereas like there's the way that different technologies were set up originally, like all throughout Europe, were different. Okay. And so having to make that change would cost a lot of money or something like that. I can't. This was like over a year ago now. But anyway,
send me your essay.
Super. Yeah, I will. I will
read it
if you're interested.
Yeah, I'm in.
It's so interesting because history to me is like a story, and so when you combine econ and history, it's so interesting because you can see the reasons why we are where we are today. Learning about the Great Depression versus the Great Recession, I took a whole class on that, which is super interesting.
FDR, man.
Yep.
The Great New Deal. bring me the Green Deal or bring me death.
Well, I really hope I'm not boring you. Gosh, I've gone on like such a long academic tangent. This is not what I'm sure what you wanted to talk about.
To be honest with you, all I do is talk music, so I could talk.
Okay, no, this is great.
And I like diversifying. My brain enjoys it, and I love this type of conversation.
Ooh, can I send you my paper on cryptocurrencies too?
Yes.
Okay, that was a really fun one.
If I have another friend sit me down and go, dude, we got to invest in these cryptocurrencies.
Oh, good, then you'll like my paper. Okay.
I understand blockchain. I understand crypto. What I think it's going to be used for is government uses. I think crypto has a future when it comes to allocating things for like Medicare and food stamps.
Yeah.
This idea that we can track money and every one of its destinations and we can guarantee it going from one place to another without it being used for any sort of illegal purposes. I see a huge future.
Yeah,
in
it could
that.
be so secure. And I'm so glad you mentioned that too, because a large part of the paper that I wrote was about the fact that it would really only work if it had intense government regulation. Because otherwise, it's just, I mean, they call it like cryptocurrency. What is it? Bitcoin mining?
Yes.
Otherwise, it's literally like when we were on the gold standard and it's like, oh, we discovered a new gold mine, so now everything else is worth way less. And that's crazy. So we needed to have fiat money, like our, the cash, exactly, which is regulated. We're not on the gold standard anymore. So Bitcoin almost like, if it's unregulated, well, I don't know if I agree with this, but anyway, the paper that I wrote was based on the fact that it's like going back to like gold.
Which makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Even down to the terminology.
As long as it's not exactly to call it mining. But
see, I don't know if there's as much value in a Bitcoin. I mean, I understand the monetary value currently associated with it, but I think it's the blockchain technology that we're going to be able to utilize quite often to make everything in terms of finances more accountable.
No, I think you're right. I think that's what's like mostly valuable about it.
But if you had a Bitcoin, like I'm sure Dan did not.
I've never felt dumber in my life. I have no idea what's happening.
Dan,
We're going on the nerdiest tangent ever, but I'm having a lot of fun, so thank you for indulging me.
I thank you for having a different conversation with me.
That's so funny. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. I'm just learning,
really
listening.
And
honestly, like, let's not talk about Harry Potter because then it will get like way nerdier. Like, just no.
My stepmom's in town and she begged me to take her to the Harry Potter
Universal?
world. Yeah.
Well, you won't?
No, we will. I will.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is better in Florida.
I've been-
Like, since
definitely
we're
is.
talking about it,
Yeah,
you've been.
Yeah, it's definitely better in Florida.
I love it so
Absolutely.
much.
I went to the one in Florida and then I almost vomited after one of the rides, and then a bird pooped in my eye while I was riding a roller coaster. So I got poop in my eye and it ruined the rest of my day.
That's horrible. Well, that would ruin any day, yeah.
Oh, it was terrible.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, hey.
I went in like the summer and I was wearing my full like robes, sweater, like uniform skirt, like
You're one of those?
socks, scarf, tie.
Hogwarts elite.
Yes. And I was like, everyone's going to be dressed up. It's fine. Like, it's not going to be weird. Nope. There were like 2 other people the whole 2 days I was there that were dressed up, and that was it. But it was fine. I cried 4 times.
Because of happiness.
Oh, yeah. I was in heaven.
What school are you in? Is that the name
What
of
house?
it? House.
Gryffindor.
Gryffindor,
Yeah.
of course.
Do you guys have houses? No? I'm alone in this one.
I mean,
So we can be econ nerds together, but not like wizards.
I feel like I did get sorted years ago,
Yeah.
and they put me in like maybe Hufflepuff or something.
Hufflepuffs are the best.
I mean, not as great as Gryffindor. Gryffindor is like the elite.
Okay.
Well, just because Harry, Ron, and Hermione are in Gryffindor,
It's a great group of people to associate with.
Anyway, I was just throwing out other reasons why I'm a nerd, but
Are you this passionate about music?
Oh
Or-
yes, I know we just gone on tangents.
I'm not gonna lie, I had to make her think on the life stuff. You know, you really had to go back to your filing cabinet.
Well, I know because it's so funny because you were like, "Did you take a break to go live a life?" And I was like, "Absolutely not. I took a break to finish school, which I guess is living a life in a way, rounding things out." But to really like develop, like you said, just to continue to develop. I love writing so much, and I just think the more you write, the more people that you work with, the more informed you are about what is really your own, personal style.
Yeah.
So I just loved having a chance to do that a bit more. And it's all continual process, even like, not to delve too much into music that's not released yet, but the song that I'm considering releasing next is really different than the last one, but it still all has that thread of what I always want to put out there is that empowering message. And I think what we talked about as well is really being yourself and standing up for you.
What part of yourself is in Damn?
So Damn is so interesting because I think that song, so many people can relate to it because it's sort of, it's a breakup song. So it's wish we could start over, but we can't. And I feel like really relatable whether you're considering, breaking up with somebody or whether you've just gone through a breakup. And to me, it has hope. To me, it's a song that comes from a place of strength because that last line in the chorus, wish we could start over, but we can't. It's you're acknowledging the fact that this is the right decision for you. And there's a line in the pre-chorus or the verse that's, I won't stick around until there's nothing left. It's like you're making the conscious decision. You know this ship is going down and you want to, take a different route. And even though it's really hard, you're making, the decision that's right for both of you. So I think a lot of times I'll see tweets or, people will tell me that, oh gosh, this song like depresses me so much, like, all this. And I totally can see it that way. But for me, I always think of it more as coming from a place of hope. But what's so great about the song is it's so versatile. Like however you want to process this really common situation. Exactly.
Are you writing these records by yourself?
No, I co-wrote that song.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, I tend to either write or co-write.
Everyone.
Yeah.
How did this one start? Did you experience something or did you just go into the room clean slate?
Well, actually, this song came to me, it was really interesting. It came to me from a couple of great writers that had like the part of the song already completed. And we went in together and we revised it to kind of have more of the storyline that I was just telling you about. So that it would be something, because we loved the bare bones of the basics of the song. I just wanted to make it something that I could relate to conceptually a bit more. Yeah. So we added that, we changed the lyrics up a lot and really created something entirely different out of what the basic original song really was. So it was really cool to kind of have that revision process, whereas usually I'm not starting songs that way. It's just that in this case somebody brought the song to me and it was like it was a cool, it's like writing a paper. It's like revising something rather than just starting fresh. It's like
it's collaboration, but it's a cool version of collaboration.
But Parachute, which you mentioned before, which I wrote with Nick, was a concept that I had. We started that song fresh in the room, but it was, I threw out a few concepts and that's the one that he gravitated towards. But I'm really like a concept writer. If I'm starting a song in the room like I normally would, like Dan was a bit of an exception, but generally I'll come into a session and I'll like list off a few concepts that I have in my little list on my phone, and then whatever, I'm pretty flexible, so whatever the producer's feeling that day or whatever they want to go with, we'll just go with one of those. So that's what happened with Parachute.
What's the deal with Catch a Body?
Yeah, so Catch a Body is actually really funny because that sort of happened by accident. We were writing this song, and the way that these producers, Rock Mafia, who are amazing, they work with so many people.
Heard of them, of course.
Yeah.
They're a big deal.
They're a big deal. But so the way that they work is really fun. They're perfectionists, just like me, so it's really great. Great match. But so they like to work where they have like at least a bare bones part of a track going, and then everybody will kind of take a turn going into the booth and just getting straight on the mic and just humming, mumbling, singing anything that they think of, and then splicing all those parts together. So it's really fun because you end up being able to take the best of everyone's, takes and then putting them together in a way that it's like a collage almost of all the best parts. So somebody, in their take said, hold a body, and somebody else misheard and thought that she had said catch a body. So he and I were writing all these lyrics to Catch a Body, and then all of a sudden it's like, where did Catch a Body come from? And he's like, didn't you say that? So it was a mishearing situation, but it turned into something really cool. And then I'm really visual, so I always love to think of what the video will be. So pretty much right off the bat, I'm thinking, the song is hold a body, catch a body, you look so good, it's killing me. So of course I'm thinking James Bond, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, like let's do a spy play on words kind of thing. So we really did it. Like, I don't know if you guys have seen the video, but it's super cool. And I got to like learn all the stage fighting for it, get like completely bruised all over. It was insane.
Dude, that's a production.
It was a production. It was like a mini 2-minute movie, 3-minute,
Is there pressure when you need to perform and it's really expensive to do this shoot?
As far as like the video shoots?
Yeah, but even Rock Mafia, that's a hard session to get. Quavo.
Well, no, I know. That was amazing. Quavo came after the fact.
Come on.
But Rock Mafia's amazing. By that time, we had already known each other for a while and had been working for a while, so that was like, we were comfortable with each other. But the first few Rock Mafia sessions, oh gosh, I was nervous. Yeah, or like two of my best friends are like writers, producers at Rock Mafia now, and we are like, we call ourselves Harry, Ron, and Hermione. Like, we're nerdy, okay? But we're like best friends. But I remember in the beginning working with them being like, I just hope one day like we can be friends. They're so cool. So that's so embarrassing, but it's true. But no, there's pressure. I mean, obviously, like videos are crazy, and you have like one day we shot it at this really cool club in downtown LA, which is like it used to be a bank vault.
Oh,
But
I've been there.
You
It's
have?
sick.
Oh, I just threw a ring.
Ugh.
Oh gosh, I'm sorry.
How dare you?
Thank you.
It is a real. I went to a Halloween party there.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's very cool.
When? Like what year? Thank you.
I think there was one 2 years in a row.
Oh, okay.
I didn't go this last year, but I think they held it at the same
Is it
place.
cool? Because I've only went for the shoot. I never have like
When
been.
Yeah, it's sick.
Okay.
Because it's big, like right? It's huge.
Yeah, well, there's that huge like round bank vault door, and like it's just all these little. Do you remember like the animal cameos on the wall, like the coins? It's a really cool place.
In the vault, I feel like they turned that into an Instagram
Yeah,
installation. To be honest
maybe.
with you.
Oh, I don't know.
They really hipstered it up.
Oh, okay. Well, I haven't been since we shot it, but you know, like the club has to open. We're like trying to finish all of our shots because we filmed it obviously all day long, and then the club opens at night. So that was a little stressful because the fighting is like it's really me doing the fight scene.
No stunt doubles?
Well, we had a stunt double who was like teaching me how to do everything. We had like 2 days of training, but I really was adamant and probably really annoying because I wanted to be doing it. You know, like that's the fun part. So I think that was probably, you know, I think I annoy people a little bit with my, you know, like because I'm so
In what ways?
hands-on.
I get that.
You know, I don't know, especially with videos because I have a really strong idea of what I want the visual to be. I think that's where I'm the most inflexible, I think, when it comes to music videos.
But at the end of the day, it's you. So
Yeah.
right.
So I don't know. Even the video we had for Damn, like it's always so ambitious. That's the thing. I can't just like make it relaxed. I'm like, for Damn, let's do this whole thing where it's like a breakup story but in reverse. So it's like filmed and then we speed it. You know, we put it in reverse and it starts
cool
with the
idea.
breakup and it ends with them meeting for the first time. But it's surfing, so the waves will be crashing in reverse. And my friend has a surfing dog, so let's get the dog in there. And you know, it's just like he's great. He's the star of the show. It's amazing. But you know, so it can't just be like, let me stand in front of a wall and like mouth this song. You know, I can't just keep it simple.
Too basic. Wow.
Well, these two videos are complete opposite from each other, aren't they?
They are, but the common thread is that they're both like mini movies. Like this is like a, you know, romantic, like, you know, Nicholas Sparks movie, basically. They're always by the water, those Nicholas. There's always like North Carolina or something. But this was like Malibu. It was amazing, beautiful. Catch a Body was like darker and grittier, but they're both cinematic.
How'd you get Quavo? Who's like, Quavo's right?
Rock Mafia, you know, they're amazing Rock Mafia. So they were working with somebody who was working with Quavo at the time, and at the time that we wrote Catch a Body. And so we had left room for a feature. We didn't write a bridge. We were like, maybe we'll get a feature. In an ideal world, we can get Quavo, but like that's crazy, but why not try? So they sent it to, you know, his people. They played it for him, who sent it to Quavo, and he literally like sent back the verse like so fast. It was crazy. And so I remember we opened up the file just like, what is this gonna be? What did he do, you know? And if you listen to the song, like his part has like a few different sections. So like as it would change, he goes into the more melodic part. Like I just remember so clearly the whole room just being like, oh, this is amazing, you know? So you could tell he really liked it, which was such an honor because his part is so good. Oh my gosh.
Dude, it's not just like another one of his features.
No, he didn't phone it in. It was incredible.
So no notes for Quavo.
No, oh my gosh, no, like we couldn't believe how great it was. Oh, we did a Spanish version where we had Prince Royce on it as well.
Oh, is that out? I didn't see that one.
Yes,
I
it
don't
is.
listen to that.
Yeah, no, it was great.
I like Prince Royce.
Oh, he's great. Oh my gosh, and that was again like the translation that he did and like the changes he made were amazing as well.
Look at you with these really cool features.
Yeah, no, I've been super lucky.
Are you signed to a record label?
I am now, actually. I wasn't when we first met, but over the summer I signed with 12 Tone.
Congrats.
Thank you. So that's Doug Morris and Steve Bartles created a new label.
Oh my gosh.
You know, this past year.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's really exciting. I was one of their first few, artists. So that was a big honor.
Thrive, my friend.
Yes,
Thrive.
I'm so excited.
Are we still talking to Rev Kev?
Oh, of course. Oh my gosh. Well, we mentioned the Jonas Brothers earlier on anyway. So I love their whole family. He's amazing. That's Kevin Jonas Sr., the Jonas Brothers dad.
Okay.
Rev Kev.
Heard of him?
Of course,
Yeah,
Rev
yeah.
Kev.
He's great. I talk to them like every day.
He was a reverend. Is he still one?
No.
Okay. Yeah, that's like not a title that sticks with you forever, right? Like you give that up at a certain point.
I don't know how that works. Like, is he still always?
I mean, he probably is still always
don't
a
know.
holy guy.
But
you
I'm
know what
always
I mean?
like, whenever I have a question, I'm just like, what do I do? I guess I'm just gonna ask Kevin. You know what I mean? Because he's just so wise. That it's just we had that. It's like I feel like another one of his kids. He always says that. He says, you're a daughter of the heart.
That's so
Such
beautiful.
a nice phrase. Yeah.
My mom barely calls me a son by blood. Gosh, I gotta upgrade my parents.
No, that's so funny.
How
no,
you
he's
doing?
the best.
You went to Nick Jonas's wedding. Speaking
I
of them.
did. Oh, I know. Yeah, I love them so much.
My invitation was lost in the mail.
Oh, it was. Oh, such a shame.
It happens. It happens to the best of them.
Well, yeah, it was like 4 days long or so. A few days.
17 days.
Well, I only went to the one, in Jodhpur, so at the palace, it was amazing. I was just talking to somebody about this, the Sangeet performance, probably one of the highlights, where you probably saw pictures of that, like everybody dancing and everything. It was, the tradition where the bride's side of the family and the groom's side of the family put on surprise shows for each other, and it was so much fun. Like, and then somebody's supposed to win, but like that, everybody's was amazing. It was super, super fun to be a part of, to learn all like the Bollywood dances. Try my best at that.
It's cool.
It was really fun, but it was intimate. It was a really intimate thing, which was great because since it was so many days, you really got to know everybody really well by the end of it, which was so fun. And to be away somewhere completely different. I'd never been to India before, and to experience that culture. One of my favorite parts too was it's a traditional Indian wedding. I'd never.
Yeah, what'd you wear? Did you have to like wear something special?
Yes. So they made that really easy too. But we had the most amazing outfits. Lehengas and saris are what the girls wear. I wish I could wear that. Like literally everybody, I kid you not, was saying, I just wish we could wear these all the time. Like they're so fun. It was so comfortable.
Okay, so do they send you like a how to dress guide, or do they just send you clothes to your hotel when you get there?
No, they helped. There was a lot of information about, because there's so many different traditional aspects to the wedding as well. So. You had to know what you were getting into.
Of course.
So
did you get your own sari, or did they give you one?
No. They, I got my own stuff. They kind of tell you like this is what each event is, and
Do you give a gift?
Get a gift?
Yeah.
So
it's a destination wedding. It's always up in the air.
I know, that's the thing. My mom's a furniture designer, so we kind of have a really easy way to give people gifts.
Yeah.
It's kind of just like, I will give you furniture. Like that's sort of just our backup for everything. So that's sort of our go-to gift giving.
Yeah, I'm inviting you to my wedding just for that.
I know, for the furniture. I know, right? Because it's really her, but it's like me by extension. And I'm just like, yeah, me too. It's my gift as well.
what piece of furniture did you send them?
No, I don't
credenza? A patio set?
That I don't even know what, because it's her company. I'm not even actually sure if they. Have arranged something yet, but my mom's done a lot of work with them in the past, so
cool.
Yeah,
got it. I see it. I feel it. It's pretty
so
cool.
Funny.
Are you still working with the Jonases at all?
Well, we're good friends. I'm good friends with their family, and I'm the biggest fan ever, as we've already established. Their new song's incredible. Like, let's just.
Oh,
right?
Suckers,
it's
smash it.
Can we talk about, because I love music videos. Their music video.
Flawless.
Is like the coolest thing I've ever seen, pretty much.
My dad brought it up to me this morning. He was like, I've never seen three individuals age better. It's the truth.
So funny.
Like,
they're so handsome.
But
and then their younger brother too, Frankie.
Even outside of appearance, like the way they've matured in their music and their presentation, it's still nostalgic. It's old school Jonas, but it's so right for now.
No, exactly. That's amazing. No, it's so true. You really put it perfectly. The fact that they maintain their essence, but they still grew with the times. And I think that's what everybody should really hope for and aspire to. And they're just doing it perfectly. The video, visually, just crazy. And the fact that the girls were in it, the J sisters, is amazing.
Love it.
But, long story short, like I'm still, their dad is, one of my closest, people in my life too that I speak to all the time. And so we're always going to be working together in some capacity. Hopefully, more officially, in the future. Again, I would love to work with them. How with Parachute, it was great to work with them. I couldn't think more highly of them as people, as artists, as writers, producers, everything.
Dude, she's in the inner sanctum. Well, she got an invite to the wedding. She went to India.
Yeah.
How long was that flight?
Oh, long. Yes. That was a long flight.
You fly first class?
It was like 16 hours, and then like a 5-hour extension after that or something. Oh, and then another one to get to Jodhpur. Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. If they would have invited me, I don't think I would have gone.
No. Yes, you would.
I would have definitely been there. That sounds awesome.
I'm not gonna lie.
I love traveling, so it was, that to me, I would go. I get really antsy if I'm in the same place, even home. Like for too long, I need to go somewhere. Like already I've been home now for like 2 weeks or maybe a little less. And I'm kind of like, where do I have to go next? Because I'm just used to it, from touring and, even flying like to do one-offs and stuff like that. So it wasn't that crazy. This is just probably my longest travel experience.
I couldn't be more opposite than you.
Really?
I don't want to leave. I want to know everything I'm doing in the day. I want to do the same stuff every day. I like my bed. I like my house.
That's so funny. I get it too. It's nice to be home, but like for me, it's like, okay, a week, and then I'm like, where are we going?
So where are you going next?
No, I don't know. That's the question, right? I don't actually have, which is kind of freaking me out, is my next thing that I have officially to do is a trip in May. So this is a long time, but I know because this is how it works. Is like something's gonna come up like out of the blue. So, and I'll be happy to do it. But as of now, I'm home for a while.
Welcome to the home life, my friend. Give into it. You're gonna learn about yourself. I'm telling you, and you're not gonna want it any other way.
Well, because when I was in school, I was even going back and forth every week. I mean, every half week.
Wow.
4 days here, 4 days there.
Can't do that.
Yeah.
The plane really messes with my body.
Yeah, no,
Also,
it's true.
Everything messes with your body.
I got a lot of issues. It's a lot.
How long did you know that they were getting back together? Like, did you know all the secrets? Well, now it's out there. I might as well ask.
I know. It's so hard for me too because like a lot of my friends from my past were huge Jonas Brothers fans with me at the time. Like before I even met them, became friends with them. Like we would all go to shows and everything like that. Like my few friends who came with me to shows, like we actually took the same photo. Like a few years later when I opened for the boys, like all like my 3 other friends, we got in the same positions and took the picture again of like our first Jonas Brothers concert. So I knew for a little while in advance, and it was really hard because I was like, I literally cannot wait till they announce it. So when they first announced it, I finally was like, can you believe they're back? And we could all freak out.
Who tells you that they got engaged, or did you find out through the press?
That they got engaged?
Like when it first happened?
Gosh, I can't remember. When was?
I don't know.
I honestly can't remember that specific piece of news.
It was rather quickly. All of it.
No, but I mean, what's so great is like they've found their perfect people, which is so great. And I love that the video, going back to that, reflects that. It's so great.
Who was your plus one?
No, I didn't have a plus one. Actually, we're family friends too, so my family was there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say,
like
you traveled to India alone?
Wheelie. I was like very, very third wheelie at this wedding.
With your parents?
No, but you know what I mean? Like when it's like, when my parents weren't there, it was just like with some of the younger like people. Like I was like very third wheelie.
Did you hit it off? Weddings, prime place for somebody to hook up.
No. It wasn't just. It's not like that. It wasn't. It definitely wasn't like that.
The heat of India, the steam of the streets.
This is so funny. Oh my gosh.
They should have invited me.
Blush.
I don't know if I would have gone, but I would have brought quite the party.
You literally just said you wouldn't have gone.
Yeah, you're backtracking on that.
Yeah, but then as I was thinking, I'm like, if the first class isn't that bad, is there
like 30 hours of travel? Think about that.
But you got to go to Nick Jonas' wedding, and like that's huge.
I mean, it was amazing. Like I said, I'm always down to go anywhere, but like truthfully, just celebrating the two of them finding each other and like seeing how happy Nick is and everything. It was just like there was like nothing better than that.
So now that they're going, hopefully on tour soon, are you close enough friends where you can be like, hey guys, let me open for you again?
Oh gosh.
Look at you.
No. You guys are asking the real questions.
I mean, it's true. That's what I would do.
Like I said, I really hope to have a chance to work with them again one day. But I'm like, primarily, I'm just a friend and a fan, and if we have the chance to work together one day, that would be great. But I just want to go to a show. Like, I just want to jump up and down in the crowd, honestly.
It's good. Did I run into you at their El Rey show?
I wasn't there. I couldn't go. I know. I was so bummed.
What I thought I saw.
You didn't get the invite to that one? Got the wedding, though?
I know, right? You'd think, but...
It's okay. I didn't get an well, technically, I did kind of get an invite.
I can't remember if I was back in town yet. There was something where I was like, oh, I can't believe I'm missing this. I don't know, but I wasn't there, so it couldn't have been me.
See you.
Who looks like me?
I'm not gonna lie, I was a little like loopy. So, and I met a lot of people, so I could have just.
Oh yeah.
Seen...
No, last time I saw you was the Grammy thing.
Okay, you were wearing red.
Yes, I was wearing red.
So it wasn't you, but I don't know why I put the two things together.
Well, she was probably wearing red, and you were just like, it's Livvia. She's wearing red. I have red shoes. I have red earrings today. So
anybody who ever wears red in my presence will always be you.
It's me. Look, he's wearing red.
Ali, look at you. You got your twin.
It's Livvia.
This is Livvia.
Oh, Livvia.
It's perfect.
Damn is a record. Catch a Body, other record. Listen to them. Do we have an album
you.
coming?
Hopefully soon. A new song coming soon, but I can't say about an album quite yet.
When's a new record coming?
I don't have a date for you. I'm sorry. I have no new news, but
No. Well, when's the song?
I can tell you soon.
But the new song is coming soon?
Yes.
Okay.
I can't say when, but I can tell you soon, and it's almost done, and it's like really fun. It's the catchiest thing ever,
Wow.
if I do say so myself.
Give us a little sneak peek.
I can't. Oh, this is so hard for me. I can't do it. I want to.
Sing it right now.
I will tell you, it's very catchy, and it's also like very strong message as well.
Wow.
Okay.
Empowerment.
Yes, empowerment as well.
Will I feel more confident after listening?
That's good. Yes, you will.
Okay.
Oh, that was a question. Will I feel more confident?
Tell me how I'm going to feel.
Yeah, I think you're going to feel, after listening to the song, I really hope that people feel, well, gosh, I'm going to say it again, but empowered to stand up for themselves.
Okay.
I need it.
Yep. And to ask for what they deserve.
Okay, that's what we were looking for right there.
Yep.
Dan needed that.
You did?
I needed a little something right there.
Ask for what you deserve.
Okay.
Oh, he
You're
asks.
worth it.
Appreciate that.
But don't take no for it. It's more like don't take no for an answer. I think that's what.
In select situations, no works.
No,
you know what I mean?
no, but but when it's more of like you have to stand up for your
value,
treatment. How people are treating you. That's more what it's about.
I get that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now we have a new record that
Yes, we do.
I know
Soon.
about.
You know about it, but I haven't said too much, I hope.
Haven't heard it. It's coming soon. Well, Livvia, thanks for hanging out with us.
Thank you guys.
I've
It's so
learned-
nice to meet you. No, I'm clapping for you.
Good for you. Learned a lot. Learned a lot
And we
about.
talked econ. That was crazy.
Thank you for that.
No, thank you. I'll send you those papers if you really want me to.
I really want to see your
Okay,
essay.
good. I will.
Learned a lot about the Nick Jonas wedding that I wasn't expecting today. Any other famous people there?
Oh, I don't know. I mean,
Who was the most famous person that wasn't a family member?
I don't know. I mean, I'm super bad. I'm like really exceedingly bad at recognizing people, like really bad. So I probably just was like, oh yeah, they were so nice. And it's like, somebody crazy. But I'm sure you can Google that.
Dude, I Googled. There was nobody. The freaking
Really?
the wedding's in India. It's hard to get
you're
people
right.
to go to
It's like
India.
a whole other world.
Literally
but-
on the other side.
Yeah. No, that's so funny. No, I think I definitely, especially with like Bollywood, I found myself being like, oh my God, they're just so nice. And like, it's probably like the biggest, Bollywood star ever.
They're like royalty.
Right. Yeah. I'm just being an idiot. So yeah, that was probably the theme.
I would have loved to have just watched you navigate the wedding.
The outfits were great, I do have to say. That was super fun. They were really fun. Just looking at everything. It was just the most beautiful thing you've ever seen.
I could totally rock a sari.
You could.
Go get one.
Yeah. I
but
could see that.
To wear where, Dan? Where am I going to wear the sari?
Here.
Right
and
here.
your next interview.
Oh, great.
Why not?
No,
We have the Jonas Brothers coming in soonish.
You do? Wear it. No.
Yeah. Do you
Be
want?
like, see, if you had invited me to the wedding,
You could have had all
You
this.
could have had this, yeah.
Jeez.
There you go. That's
Or
an
a
idea.
lehenga,
Lehenga?
which are the ones that are like the really full skirts and like the crop tops. The saris are the ones that are. I didn't actually wear a sari. They're like they wrap around. They're harder to do, so I just stuck to the simpler.
What's the jackets? I love the jackets. Like the dudes
I don't
wear it.
know.
What is it
Gosh,
called?
you guys, this is so,
gonna-
they're the most comfortable. Like everything looks so comfortable. I don't know what they're called.
Yeah,
though.
they're all-
We're gonna have to Google that.
They all breathe.
Yep. You gotta wear the sari.
Livvia. Livvia.
Whatever your name is.
Liver. Livvia.
I hope
Thanks.
that doesn't catch on.
No. Thanks for hanging out.
Thank you guys.
I really hope you enjoyed that conversation. If you did, please subscribe and also check out our podcast. There's a link in the description, and also comment and like and do things. Other interviews are on the screen somewhere, so click them. Thanks for watching.